All right. It is kind of like we are on a podcast, Joe Lavery. That's right. I'm going to show you in the stream. So I think it was just me. Oh, there he is. All right, that's good. Looking good, Lavery. Looking good.
Well,
That's a
for
nice,
41, I think I do look pretty damn good.
That's a nice looking refrigerator there in the background.
That's a what?
It's a nice looking fridge you got.
Oh, well, if you could see the Post-it notes from that distance.
Oh, yeah, we could look in closely. So what's up, everybody? This is the first time I've done a live split screen in a long time. And I'm here with one of my oldest, dearest, smartest, most bizarre marketing.
Whoa! We didn't talk about bizarre.
No, we're not going to get into that tonight. But Joe Lavery, it's actually been a long time since I've used BeLive to push stuff out, and like I can't figure out how to do anything anymore. So like all the like fancy stuff that I used to put down below and everything.
Totally we don't need fancy.
You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm actually going to go on Facebook right now on my phone, and I'm going to double check that this is all working so that we're not.
I'm going to do that too.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I'll try it
out. Oh, yeah, it's totally working. Great. All right, everybody.
Did you tag me? Because nothing's on my. How do I get it on my profile? Is there any way to share it or something?
You could go to my profile and share it. I think that would be the way to go.
I'll do that.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. So
let's see if I can do two things at once.
You can do it. I'm going to keep the audience entertained while you do your thing. So Joe Lavery and I go way back. He was the project manager for something we ended up doing together with Nitro Marketing called the Nitro Marketing Mindset. I think that's how we first met. We ended up working together on List Crusade, which was, first win I ever had online. There it is. It's
on my profile now.
And that was back in like 2003, 2004. So we've known each other a long, long time. And Joe is kind of a marketing savant. He's kind of a marketing super genius that kind of hides out for a few years at a time. And then he does something really, really, really smart. And I was super happy when Joe sent me a link the other day. That's looking good. It's looking good. It's your signature spike.
Not anymore. I killed it. That's like that's what a lot of us do in our dreams.
That's right. We kill them. And not anymore, thanks to TikTok, right, Joe Lavery?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, so here's the deal. Joe has been a direct response email marketer for longer than I have. When I met him, he knew so much more about marketing than I did and has continued to teach me and share his unique perspective with me over the years. And he's given me numerous ways to make a lot more money in my business because he's very, very, very brilliant. And the other day, I hadn't heard from him in a while. He's like, dude, I'm doing this cool thing. Check it out. And so he sent me this link and I was like, this is absolutely fantastic. I want to do this. So what I'm going to say is I'm joining Joe in this challenge that he set out for himself and the people that have chosen to join him. And it's a fantastic challenge for anyone who's looking to start a business online or grow a business online. And I'm stoked because it starts tomorrow. So Joe, why don't you go ahead and talk about what it is that you're working on with TikTok and like where the inspiration came from. And I'll go ahead and pop the link in the comments.
All right. So I just recently turned 41 about a month ago, Tillman.
I'm 45.
I don't know if you can relate to being 40.
I can. I got the gray beard to prove it.
Young kids are like, oh, I didn't know these were 40-year-olds. I'm out of here.
That's right. That's right.
No, but for the last 3 months, I've been completely engrossed in TikTok and just seeing the opportunity because there's several things that led to this happening, I believe. So first off is like, I've always been a Dan Kennedy guy. I've never been a Eben Pagan guy. I've never been I like Eben Pagan. He's a great guy. He invited me to, he sent me $1,000 in the mail one time, but what I'm saying is I never believed in the concept that he teaches, which is move the free line or whatever that is. Is that what it's called? Move the free line. Move the free line. Just give it all away, and like then people will give you money. Obviously, it works. I'm finding out like 8-10 years late, but
that's more than 10 years, dude. Like the move the free line thing has been around for a while.
Okay, well, you don't have to age me, Tillman. That was 2009, I believe, is when his seminar was, when he talked that concept. And now it's 2022, so 13 years?
There you do. Yep.
I did that fast. Is that right?
Like a ninja in the night.
All right, so well, whatever. Point being is I never really believed in that. I've never given out free content. I've always been like, pay me, bitch. Pay me. If you want to learn what I know, pay me. And so I create courses and people buy them, and then that's when they learn what I have to say. And then I just send emails and stuff and tell them about what they don't know about, and then they buy the thing so they can know about it. Like that's at a very simple level. But then I've like started looking at Alex Hormozi. Have you seen? Do you know about him much?
Well, I know some about him. You know more than I do, and we can assume our viewers know nothing. So bring us up to speed.
Yeah, so he wrote this book a year and a half ago or so called $100 Million Offers, and it's an amazing book. Everyone should get it. And like, just, you know how good it is by the fact that I'm just here, like, just telling you to go get it, and I'm not getting paid. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not, like everybody's doing that, like, because it's so good. But anyway, he basically started with no existing network really on social media. He didn't have like a Facebook page or Instagram or anything like that. He started from scratch 18 months ago, and he just started putting content out there as a strategy. And I never believed in that content, but like, I've always been, well, you want to do paid ads and all this kind of stuff. And so to bring it all together, like what I'm about to tell you also happened on the background of me losing and getting permanently banned from Facebook, like getting canceled, like, like they're like, oh, you can't advertise anymore. Fuck you. So it's like these kind of issues. It's like, yeah, I can go and create a fake identity and like try to like fool them and get an account. And I just get tired of all that. And it just sucks that I can't advertise. Like I literally am not allowed to advertise on Facebook. So it's like, all right, so now I'm looking at free alternatives. I'm like, hopefully they won't cancel me for putting out value on fucking content, So now I'm like seeing this opportunity. So Alex Hormozi, and I might get these numbers wrong, but like at a nutshell, what I've heard from him say is like, before he even had this book, he started putting out content, and he has a really good success rate. He's made over $100 million. So like, obviously that helps at the beginning of every video. If you go, hey, I'm Alex Hormozi, I've made over $100 million in my companies and I have nothing to sell. Like that's how he starts every video, right? He's branding himself, but he's also like, hey, I'm not one of those gurus that has one of those courses. Those guys are losers. Like, so anyway, but that was saying like in 6 months, he grew to like 100,000 people across his Instagram and YouTube and different platforms, right? Like 100,000 person audience, which is crazy from scratch. But then in the subsequent 6 months, he went from 100,000 to 1 million followers, or, people on his platforms following him. You can go look, but so that's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's YouTube, that's LinkedIn. He's doing everything. He's doing Twitter and he's doing TikTok. And so anyway, point being is like, I just see like that huge opportunity. It's like, it's fucking free. It's like, yeah, I in theory, I would love to be able to advertise. Okay. Without having to do all this crazy shit. And like, fucking, I'm just so pissed about the fact that I can't advertise.
So Joe, let's talk about the TikTok challenge.
Okay. Did I go off on a tangent there?
No, you never go off on tangents.
I was trying to like give a backstory to it. I thought it was relevant.
No, it was a totally relevant backstory. But like in terms of what's going on, like this thing starts tomorrow. What is it?
Yeah, it starts tomorrow.
What does it do? What are you hoping to accomplish with it? What do you think?
I set a challenge for myself. My clients, and anybody that joins me. And I'm committed to doing a minimum of one video a day for 100 days. It's a 100-day challenge.
Yeah.
And my goal is not like, oh, I'm going to swoop into freaking TikTok and make $1 million in 100 days. No, I'm literally just trying to leverage an opportunity. There's an opportunity right now, and TikTok is the platform. If any of you guys listen to Gary Vee, like I totally dismissed everything he said because I didn't give a fuck. I didn't want to do free content. like I said, I was in that camp. I was like, pay me. And I never believed in it. But you have to look at it in the terms of the opportunity. It's like, okay, if you can't afford to advertise, even if you can, do you want to? Like, if you can just go and put out content, all you have to do is talk, and then you can get like free advertising for your business on all these platforms. And the thing is, you post on TikTok, but the opportunity is much bigger than that, because then you can repurpose the same video and you can do a Facebook reel, an Instagram reel, a YouTube short. You can repurpose it into a freaking, square format. You can turn it and create quote cards. You can upload it to Twitter, LinkedIn. Like, so I just see like, I'm at this point where I'm just like, I want to freaking, I never really saw the value of a personal brand, but I really, now that I see what Alex has done, like, I freaking want to do it. And like,
your eyes have been opened.
What's that?
Your eyes have been opened.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you'd have to call me a stupid idiot for not seeing this like 10 years earlier. But I mean, look at what Russell Brunson's doing. Even when he was doing it, I was working at ClickFunnels, right? Yeah. And I didn't believe in content even at that point. He's out there like Snapchat, Instagram, stories, posts, videos. He's doing all this. He has a whole team around him, like just like Gary Vee, right? And I was just like, oh. I think what it really was is that I just didn't think I could do it. And it's like, you need a team to do it, right?
But do you?
Well, yeah, to do it at that level, sure, you do need a team.
But you don't need this team to start.
Yeah. And so like, I'm doing it because I want to create the new habit, because I know that it's a creator economy right now. And it's like, there's such a huge opportunity to go out there. And here's the beautiful thing. Like, most of the people that are probably watching this, Tillman, they are much more on the marketing sales side, right? Like, and they're just like me. They're not like on the freaking, I've just been creating content and now I'm a creator and I just create content and hopefully someone will give me some money to advertise them or as a sponsorship or some shit. Like, these guys are like, I'm assuming, not everybody, but like most of the people watching this, they're doing email marketing, right? Because Tillman teaches email marketing. It's like everyone does email marketing, right? So like, if you have those skills that these creators, these people on TikTok, like that's all they've ever done. They came out of the womb with a fucking like a, what do you call it? A phone in their hand. And then they're like, their parents, like when they were 2 years old, they're like, okay, record your TikTok. And then they're like, what I'm saying? These kids, they don't know anything about direct mail. They don't know anything about direct response. They don't know anything about Dan Kennedy, Jay Abraham. They don't know anything about selling email, Tillman, like Joe, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think there's a huge opportunity that, it's not like it was in 2020. There's a bigger opportunity in 2020. The best time to start on TikTok was 2020. But the second best time to start on TikTok is 2022, September 5th.
That's right. Which is tomorrow. So let's talk about that for a second. So what is the 100-day TikTok challenge?
It's just a challenge where you can create a new habit and become a creator and stop consuming and get paid for being on the apps, because you're already on the apps. You're already on TikTok. And if you're not, you will be soon, because there's no escaping it. It is the most viral app in history. It's addicting. Tell me, how much time have you spent on TikTok? I think you told me not very much, but like, what's your experience?
I spend almost no time on TikTok, and I know that I should be. So I've heard so many horror stories about people just getting sucked into the app, full-grown adults, spending so much time. So
I agree.
I haven't spent a lot of time on TikTok, but I'm very excited about learning.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I'm not the TikTok expert. Like, I'm a guy that's 40 years old that is seeing an opportunity that he didn't see before. And he, like, even though it was there, even though like maybe I had the fucking, my eyes had like, there was zero visibility through my sunglasses I was wearing. But the thing is, like, if you're making money and you're happy doing what you're doing, who cares about these other? I always focus on what I was doing, right? And right now, I've had to pivot, and like the world is changing and things are changing. And do I think it's a great thing for society to freaking have a bunch of fucking people that are addicted to 2-second videos? No, I think that's fucking horrible. It's like fucking up our dopamine. It's fucking up our brain, but I'd much rather actually exploit these fucking platforms for every fucking penny than fucking give another dollar to these losers that are fucking canceling me. So, that's my personal opinion.
That was a lot of fucking squeezed into one sentence, I must say. Like, it really
So it's like, I just see it like, I'm like, I have a bunch of shit that I've done. And so do you, Talman. You have a wealth of knowledge, all your experiences. And people think it's just like, as I'm starting to do this, I'm learning it's easier to get it out of your head than you think.
It's way easier. So in these TikTok videos that you're going to be creating for the next 100 days, I know it could change over the course because you're going to be doing this live with people, right? Mm-hmm. So roughly, how long do you expect most people's videos are going to end up being? What's your best guess?
I'm doing 15 to 30 second videos mostly to start with.
Okay.
And then I will expand if I feel like a topic and I feel in the flow, then I'll go longer. But but I'm also going to be showing kind of like what you would call like a trick or a hack, you know? So it's like, you want to have your anchor content that you're like teaching and like, that's evergreen. So that if someone watches it 2 years from now, it's like, oh, this is really good shit.
Yep.
Like you want that kind of content, which is exactly what Alex Hormozi does, right?
Yeah.
He literally teaches everything he knows. Everything.
Dude, we got some questions.
Of course. Yeah. So, but I was trying to answer that. Did I finish that? So what kind of videos? 15 to 30 seconds is the answer. It primarily, but now TikTok just like last month came out with 10 minutes. You can go up to 10 minutes now.
Oh, cool.
So, but to keep someone's attention on TikTok for 10 minutes is pretty much like the impossible mission. Like these people, they are vigilant. They're like, they will, like, if you don't freaking wazzle and dazzle them, like they're gonna swipe up next. Like these people are gangsters. They're like, so you have to really bring your A game to get them to sit there for 10 minutes when they're like, oh, there's another one I want to watch.
So check it out, guys. We're going to answer some questions, but I want to give everyone the link because I don't think I can actually put it on the screen like I used to be able to do. So the link you want to go to is joe23.com/Tellman. So JOE23.com/Tellman.
Deborah, you don't have to be dazzling, Deborah. You don't have to be dazzling.
So speaking of, we just got an echo that started. Did you change something on your end?
I don't hear an echo. No, I don't. I haven't changed anything.
Okay. Well, hopefully nobody else hears the echo except me. That's weird. So I'm going to be doing some cool videos.
So you're ready to post tomorrow, Tellman?
Oh yeah.
Bring it. Here's the thing too. It's like if you join the challenge late, you can still start. If you're on day 7 and you haven't joined yet, like you can still start on day 1. It doesn't matter. Like we're gonna all be in there. We're all like, I'm gonna be posting every day. Like it's gonna be good. Like, and the thing is, like, it's better to post and it to completely suck and you're embarrassed of it because it doesn't cost anything. As long as you can get over the thing is like, and like, trust me, Tellman, I didn't mean to cut you off. Like, I don't addressing this. Like the reason I'm doing this is like, literally I have major imposter syndrome. I'm scared. Like I don't,
it's hilarious.
Like, I have nervousness right in my soul right now.
You have so much more experience, knowledge, expertise than the vast majority of the people who are teaching online marketing at this point.
Trust me, I know. Like, there's these 20-year-olds that have more clout than me, and like, it's just like
fascinating.
It's like I don't have to be better than everyone, but like I'm enough, and like I have experience and I have knowledge and I know I can help people. So it's just like I know that theoretically, but when it comes to like, it's like I'm not camera ready without like an hour of prep time. You know, it's like, but I have to figure out how to live that. Otherwise, it's going to be a painful process, well, dude, right?
You got camera ready today in 15 minutes.
No, I was already like this before I went out the door.
Oh, you're looking so good, Joe. Looking so good. Check it out.
I exfoliated yesterday.
We've got some important questions to answer. Deborah's asking some really good ones. And my sister, Sarah, is here as well. Hey, Sarah. How's it going?
Hey, Sarah. How's it going? Florida, right?
Yeah. Yep. She's down in St. Pete.
I miss St. Pete. I used to live, I had a beach house in St. Pete. I don't know why I left. I'm an idiot. It's because I love my parents.
Deborah wants to know, how do you actually get income from TikTok, Joe?
How do you get income? The same way you would on any other platform is you drive people to a call to action and you get them to go to your money pages or to your sales funnel or whatever your method of closing a client is or getting a deal. That's what you have them do. Right. There are different, you don't want to be overly promotional in TikTok, especially with our new account. Like, I'm not going to be having any call to actions in the beginning of my video. I'm just trying to get something to go viral or something to get me some followers and build it up slowly. Like, I don't have like these crazy expectations, like, oh, if I don't do this for 30 days and then I don't, have 100,000 followers, like, no, I don't. You really have to have an expectation, but it's free traffic. So if you can educate people and you're providing value in every video that you put out, it's like, even if they don't follow you, there's people that are becoming known about you. And then even if you just, what I'm also going to be doing is TikTok ads, right? So I'm not banned on TikTok yet. Oh, goddamn. So like, I'm going to put out free videos, right? I'm going to get organic free views, people that are hopefully interested in it. And, it's not going to be a million fucking people like Hormozy on the first day. But even if it's like, okay, after a month, I got 100 people following me, or I got 200 or 500 or 1,000 people following me, I'm going to retarget all their asses. So I'm going to start by like putting value out there so people know who I am. I'm building my brand. I'm Joe Lavery. I do X, Y, Z. Oh, okay. And then they're going to start seeing ads where I can just like, now it's like, because a lot of times you'll go viral on TikTok and people will see you once and then they don't follow you. And then they kind of like just saw it one time. But if you can manipulate it where it's like they see your first video, they get value from it, but now you're retargeting them and like now you're using money to get in front of them. And those videos will just look like organic videos. They'll be not a lot different, because what works for organic is what's going to work for the ads, because sometimes I go through ads and I know it's a good ad because I'm halfway through the video and I don't even realize it's an ad. And then I go, oh, this is an ad. Okay,
but is anybody going to need to run ads in order to take the TikTok challenge?
No, you don't have to.
No,
I'm not even doing that until month 2 or 3. I'm not doing it right away.
So we got 100 days. You're going to do 100 videos in 100 days. You can do more if you want.
I'm going to do more than that. But yeah, that's the minimum. One a day is like the bare minimum. You have to be consistent or you're non-existent.
Are you going to give the people like ideas or templates or inspiration for what to do in their videos?
Yeah. And it's largely, if I get a bunch of people in there that are doing something that's different than what I'm doing, then yeah, I'll take your feedback or whatever. But like, I'm going to be doing a weekly call minimum, and I plan to go live a bunch of times. Anytime I have an idea, like I feel like it's better just to go live and start talking about it, because otherwise I forget the idea, I write it down, and then I never get around to it.
Right.
It's like
do it now.
Yeah. So it's like, there's other people you could go learn TikTok. I'm showing it from the perspective of a 40-year-old that's never done content, who sees a huge opportunity that wants to leverage it right now, because he's canceled, he's banned, and it's free.
Yeah.
And he wants to build a personal brand. I've always thought a personal brand would be great, but I didn't think it was worth the time, energy, and effort to create the brand. Like,
that's right.
The thing is, what I've experienced too is like, if people come to you and they already know who you are and they already trust you and stuff like, that's why these people, if you go on TikTok and you start watching these people that are I'm not talking about like the viral people. I'm talking about like just like regular business owners that are using TikTok for their business. There's some really good accounts on there, which I share in the challenge. I'm going to freaking be showing everything that I find. Like, here's someone to follow, because like everyone has a different style, and you can like learn. The best way to learn how to do your style is like to go and just see what's going on in your market and see other people, not to directly copy them necessarily, but like to just see like, oh, I could do that. All he's doing is just holding it like this, or he's using a green screen, so you don't even know. He could be in the freaking in a dungeon in the Saw movie. Like, you don't know. He's just like, as long as he got a green screen, he's like. And the thing is, you don't even get a green screen. So the freaking TikTok app, the green screen technology is so freaking sick in the editors and in the TikTok app itself. So you just hold it up like this, even without you don't need a green screen like that. It's called the green screen effect. You just go and search for the effect, and it's magical. It'll just remove this whole background behind me, even though it's not a green screen. Like, it'll just, and then you're just right here, and then you could put anything behind you. You could put like a video, a website, anything, and then you're making commentary on it. Like, you don't even need to be an expert, honestly. Like, if you wanted to be a reporter, you could do that. Like, there's people that do news and like those take articles and stuff, and then they'll give their commentary and shit like that, like on top of it, like on a green screen. And it's like, you don't even need there's a lot of ways to do it. And then there's like the Alex Hormozy with the really sexy captions and all that, which I teach. I already taught that in the pre-training. So if you guys sign up, you get the pre-training right away. You can go and watch that. But it's not as like it's content creation. Like, oh my God. Do you remember like 2003? How did we create pages and do things back then?
Of fact.
It's like you needed me because I was like the HTML guy.
I know.
You're like, what the fuck is HTML? Some people don't even know what HTML is. I'm like, you have a whole funnel and you don't know what HTML is? Like, that's a huge opportunity right there. Like, you could just go and create a channel and just talk about no code apps.
Right. So
no code is like a buzzword right now. So like,
okay, so let's bring it on back. So basically, the real answer to your question, Deborah, is the way you make income from TikTok is TikTok's a traffic source.
That's it.
And you use it to drive traffic to your funnel where you build your email list, and then you sell them your products or services, or the products or services that your business sells, possibly as an affiliate or however your business runs.
Exactly.
Right. So TikTok is the traffic source. All the normal rules of direct response and email marketing still apply. Build your list, sell something to your list.
And that's the other thing that gets people in their way, like including myself. And that's why I never started. Is like, we have this idea in our head that like you have to do something different because the last video you did, you want to like, you're like running a soap opera in your brain. Like, I want it to all make sense, like from one video to the second video to the third video. And so then that stops you. Like, I don't know what to say next. And like, dude, no one fucking sees your videos. Like, I'm going to just be like, I'm going to create like 10 versions of the same video and just put them out. Boom, 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 boom. Because all the people that they're showing it to are people that don't even know you. Like 90% of the views that you're going to get on any video are going to be completely new people, which is why it's such a freaking crazy opportunity.
So, so one of the questions that Deborah was asking earlier that I think is legit is actually, she says, what if I'm not dazzling? I'm more low key. And so what I would say is, number one, Deborah, if you're going to do videos, you better show up at your absolute best. So like being like, oh, I'm just not going to show up at my best. Like, that's probably a failing way of showing up for anything. So if you're going to do videos, show up at your best, whatever that happens to be. You don't want to pretend to be someone that you're not. But my intention with these videos, I'll probably do some headshot videos, but my intention is to do puppet shows. I'm going to be, as a matter of fact, I'll show you right now.
Funko.
Right now.
Or whatever it's Fanco, something.
So check this out. This is going to be awesome. So everybody knows, or maybe you don't, that I'm really into mascots. And mascots, I'm all fired up about them. This is the Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah. This is Mr. Cheetah, Chester the Cheetah, taking it easy, feeling cheesy. And I intend to do a series of TikTok videos where mascots teach marketing. And I'm off screen, but the mascots aren't. Oh, yeah. And they're having a conversation about opt-in pages or whatever. And I don't know if it'll work or not. It might work. It might not. And if it doesn't, I'll do something else. But your question about what if you're not dazzling, then another idea that I had, I'm curious about your opinion, Joe, when you mentioned how they're going to do you can do 10-minute videos on TikTok now, or you're going to be, what my mind immediately went to is writing a 5 to 10 minute long sales video that was presented like a children's book. And because I've been thinking about kids' books a lot lately. And so anyway, the point is, could you have videos that are slideshows if they were compelling?
You could do anything you want. It's just a matter of, you're not going to get a bunch of free traffic if people aren't watching all the way. All that matters is your watch time. So like, if you have a video that's compelling, whether it's 5 seconds or 5 minutes, if people are watching it a very high completion rate, that's the number one signal that TikTok is going to blast out to more people.
Cool.
But if people are just watching 5 seconds of a minute video and then scrolling, you're not going to get any traffic. Right. You're going to get like 200 or 300 people to see your video, and then it's going to kill it.
So the question is, if you're going to be on video, be dazzling, and if you're going to create videos where you're not on video, make your videos dazzling. Like, make them awesome, make them worth watching.
You can, but it's just a matter of how much time you want to spend on it. You know, It's like it's a trade-off. because I could spend an extra hour on all my videos, or I could just do one off the cuff and it might do better.
Now,
So it's a mix. My plan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing series. So like I have a concept. So one of them is like, like tool of the day, or tool of the week. Like, so like tech tools. Like, here's a tool you probably didn't know. Here's a tool it should probably be illegal. I can't believe it's free. And then you're like, every single day or every single week, you do it on a certain pattern, and then that becomes a series. And if those are the ones that do good, then you can triple or 10x down on that series. But then I'm gonna have another series that might be like, rants, or it might be, whatever it is. Like, I'm gonna create different styles or different types of videos and like do them in a series where I do multiple of them and then see what works best. That's kind of what I'm doing. So like what you're saying is like you're doing it with the action figures or whatever. And then you're doing other ones where you're talking head, and then you're doing other ones where you could do like a fancier one where you have like more higher production value. Yeah. But what I do know is that TikTok currently, they don't, like, if you have high production value and like you have really beautiful videos, you're not going to get any more views just because of that.
Right.
You'll get more views if people watch it more. So if the people like that editing and then they watch it more, then that'll work. But then there's people that have zero, they literally record it in the app, in the native app, and they're not doing, post-production, and they're not doing like these fancy captions and sound effects.
But
and
they're hitting it in the right way, and people are interested as a result.
Right. Yeah. So they don't reward by default, higher production value.
Right.
They don't. You just want to be people to see you, and you want really good audio. You don't want bad audio. That'll kill it.
So what type of businesses, markets, niches, or literal like business models do you think TikTok could be useful for, Joe?
Okay, art, astrology, cancer, candle making, career, chronic illness, clay, comedy, cooking, education, entertainment, fashion, gaming, films, finance, fitness, holistic health, interior design, jewelry, language learning, lifestyle, marketing and business, meditation, nootropics, biohacking, mental health, mindset, music, nonprofit, nutrition, parenting, philosophy, real estate.
Oh, real estate. You hear that, Sarah? Real estate. I was waiting for that one.
Relationship coaching, self-improvement, love, singing, social media marketing, social justice, spirituality, stickers, TV shows, and writing.
Where did this list come from?
That's an interesting question. It's a product that I just bought. But he just had all these things listed, and he has examples of all these people in those categories.
No,
so like it's very broad reaching.
Yeah, the reality is TikTok is the fastest growing social media app in history, and tons of people are using it. Your market probably is on there.
Forget about the dancing, forget about the trending shit, like forget all that. You don't need any
I don't have to do TikTok dances?
No, you don't.
Thank God.
But if you build up a big following, and then if one comes out that you want to participate in, then that's cool, because you're just showing it. Because you can actually select a video when you post it. You don't have to go and try and get viral. You could just post it as fun to make people like and trust you to your existing followers. So you can just post it just to fans only, so no one else will see it. So like if one comes along and you want to be like hip and cool, it's not going to hurt to do it. But in 2020, that's the way everyone did it. It's like, it was just dances and
Joe,
stuff like that.
I've been hydrating really well today, so I'm going to make you the chief presenter here.
Okay. He just left. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know what we're doing now. Let's see these comments. Deborah, should I niche? Okay, Deborah, as far as niches, I think you want to build a personal brand ideally, but you don't have to. There's people that do niche accounts and themed accounts, and they might have 5 or 10 accounts. You can have more than one account, but I'm not sure exactly TikTok's official position on that. But I know people do. So like you can have accounts where you're a curator. And this is not what I'm going to be teaching, because this is not what I'm doing, but I'm just saying that the opportunity on TikTok, you can do curation, where you're just taking, like, there's tons of accounts that are just taking clips of other people's content. And I'm sure you've seen these. If you go on TikTok, you'll see them. they'll take clips of Dave Chappelle, they'll take clips of Joe Rogan, they'll take clips of Jordan Peterson, they'll take clips of Andrew Tate or whoever. And so you are not like creating content. You're just curating content. You're editing, you're adding the subtitles, you're making the videos more interesting or whatever. And some of those accounts are crazy. Like they have, some of them have millions of followers. I just don't know what the long-term value, like if you're trying to sell a coaching program on how to, get your relationship back, like, I don't know how that's going to work if you just have a bunch of random people that are following you, but it's totally different, but you could do that. The bottom line is there's never it's never going to be like a bad thing to have like millions of people following you.
That's right.
Even if they don't know who you are, even if it's just a theme, even if it's just curated content, it's still that what that means is that you have a distribution network. So that means that you can put anything on that platform and you're going to get thousands of views for any kind of content that you put out, even if it's not related to what you originally got the views for.
Joe, what were you answering the question on that?
Yeah, Deborah, she had a bunch of them. I was starting to answer some of hers about the niches.
Cool. Well, so basically I need to head out in about 5 minutes.
Totally cool. We can wrap it up.
So let's just do a rapid fire Q&A. And guys, if you want to sign up for the 100-day TikTok challenge, it begins tomorrow. I'm taking it. Joe Lavery is organizing it. He put it together. It's his idea. It's genius. Go take the 100-day TikTok challenge at joe23.com/Tellman. I just put the link into the comments. joe23.com/Tellman. TELLMAN. And I'm going to be making TikTok videos for 100 days. Joe is going to be making TikTok videos for 100 days. A bunch of our other marketing friends are going to be jumping on and making TikTok videos for 100 days too. And if you want to learn how to make daily content and use the fastest growing social media platform in the history of humanity in order to help you get viewers for your content, to start a new business or to grow your existing business, I highly encourage you to spend the next 100 days with us making these awesome videos. joe23.com/Tellman is where you want to go. And isn't there a coupon or something?
Yeah, it's automatically applied. When they go to that link, it'll drop it from $199. It'll drop it down.
So it's a 50% off coupon that you're applying when they go through that link, right?
It's $100 off, yeah, with your link. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
So it's $1 a day. $100 days for $1.
Buck a day, and you'll get it'll get in motion and establish the habit of creating awesome.
And that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for myself because I know that in the past, Tellman, I will start something and sometimes I will get out of the habit of doing the thing that I said I wanted to do. And then I'll get off onto something or I'll get depressed or whatever. Like, I'm going to show up because I have to. So I'm creating a habit for myself. And I would love for you guys to create the habit for yourselves because I think it'll be a huge payoff at the end of the day.
Cool. Well, Deborah has another question. She wants to know, will there be access to the videos after the 100-day challenge is over or if you come in halfway through?
Yeah, whenever you come in, you'll just get everything before that, and then you'll get everything after that. And I there's a possibility I'll just continue to keep doing this because it's been a very hot offer so far. So it's like, I think there's a need there. And there's other people you can go learn TikTok from that are like young and hip and shit. I'm trying to do it from a perspective of like, what if you're over 40 and you don't feel like you're 20 and you don't think you can do it? Like, I'm literally going to show you how I do it, and that's the reason to follow me versus someone else or whatever. Like, but yeah. And the thing is, I'm learning from those hip kids. But I'm basically condensing everything I learn and just teaching you because I'm spending hours and hours and hours learning all this stuff from all these hip kids and all these cool people, and then I'm just like trying to break it down. Like, here's what I thought was important, and here's what I'm doing with it. The information. And saving you.
So this is going to be a very experiential course versus a hyper preachy course. I think like. You guys are going to get a chance to get in there and get in the weeds on day one and start making videos, right? Sarah Strobel says, can you repeat the link? Yes, Sarah, we can repeat the link. Thank you for being such an awesome sister. http://
What? Dude, that's not how you give a link out, bro.
joe23.com/Tellman. joe23.com/Tellman.
joe23.com/Tellman.
Okay, so this is very real, Joe. Deborah wants to know. Oh, no, that's Wah.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Wah. This is what Deborah wants to know. She says, I'm 68. Shiversi says, LOL, I'm 68. WTF. And then she says, am I too old for the TikTok audience?
Dude, I don't think so at all. I mean, you have more wisdom than most, man. Like not man, sorry. Like you have more wisdom. Like if you're
Joe,
an expert,
always coming through politically correct, progressively sensitive.
What? I didn't say anything
Sorry,
wrong.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm sorry if I didn't mean to call you dude, but I say call everyone dude. It's not a thing. I don't think so at all. Like I actually think that there's a huge demand for older people to be on this app because there's not a lot of them. So like
That's
when
right.
you're like
Totally
don't
agree.
have competition, you're gonna fill your niche a lot faster than if there was 7 million old people on there. And I don't mean old like, derogatively. I'm sorry. I'm just like relatively old. Like we're all young at heart if we want to be. That's how I look at it, you know, because I'm still like pretending I'm not 41. So, but no, there's some entertainment. There's some amazing accounts on there, and I could send them to you, Deborah. If you message me, I'll send you one. But like, there's some old accounts where it's like 70 and 80-year-olds, and it's like a group of them, like 3 or 4 of them, like best friends, and they make all these crazy videos, and they go on these adventures, and they do like they do the dances, they do all kind. It's hilarious. I love it, you know, and they have millions of followers, you know.
So
I feel like people have more grace.
Like
the older you are, the more grace you have.
Is you've got to use what you've got, everyone. It doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter what sex you are. It doesn't matter what accent you have. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how many teeth you have. You've got to use who you are and what you are to the best of your ability to build the greatest and biggest following that you can, which really comes down to serving the most people. This is a huge thing that people don't get, actually. And like, I've got to go, but like, if you want to build a large following, it doesn't matter what the platform is. I mean, it matters hugely. Email is the best, but in all platforms, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Twitter, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Clubhouse, whether it's LinkedIn, right? It's all about how much you care about your people and
that's the number one thing.
Like, how dedicated truly are you to making their lives better? And
if you come across as like their best friend every time you come on the video, it's like you're talking to them, you're talking to one person, you're like, oh, how you doing? You know, like,
right. So
you can build those relationships.
I mean, Deborah, you mentioned who needs a grandma? Like, who doesn't need a grandma?
There's a lot of people that don't have parents.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who doesn't need like some solid grandma energy? Seriously, like grandmas hold it down, you know? So like, be who you are, whatever it is, at your absolute best, right? We're all aging. Like, look at the gray beard. I'm 45. I'm aging too. It's the way it works.
And Tillman, Gary V, like this is exactly what he says. He's like, if you want to see, you have to double down on yourself. You have to double down on who you actually are. Not people are putting up like, what do I think people will like? Right. How should I act? No, he's like, if you fucking love XYZ, like talk about that.
That's it.
And so I'm going to do that. Like I still have to talk about business, but like I have an idea for one of my mini series. I was talking about creating multiple series of different types of videos. One of my ideas in the future, and like I'm not going to start the account like that, but like after I have some kind of a following, like in month 2 or 3, I want to do some wrestling videos. So like where I'm like pretending to be Hulk Hogan or Macho Man, and I'm talking about email marketing, or I'm talking about webinars, or I'm talking about whatever I'm talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, brother, you got to get email. You can't scale without email, brother. You know, I guess that was a mix of Macho Man and Hogan at the same time. But like, I want to do videos like that, and I want to get like the wigs. I want to like dress like them and everything, and like do the whole thing. Like, so like that's like.
Oh yeah,
content is gonna
that's
be,
what I'm talking about, Joe Lavery. Macho Man and Kool-Aid Man in the same room together.
Yeah. So like,
yeah. All right,
like,
listen up, guys.
That's it.
So check it out. We have got to roll. So we would love it if you want to start driving more traffic, building your list, growing your business, getting over your camera shyness, and regardless of your age, especially if you're over 40. Jump into the TikTok game and start utilizing TikTok to grow your business. The TikTok 100-day challenge that Joe Lavery is holding starts tomorrow, and you can get a $100 off coupon if you go to I'll forget the www because apparently that's not the way you do it anymore. joe23.com/Tellman, TELLMAN. Sorry, I can't put that up on the screen, but I will put it here in the comments. And it'd be great. Yeah, if this resonates for you and you think it would be helpful for you, you should definitely go check it out. If you don't give a crap about TikTok and you don't give a crap about growing your business, don't check it out. It's not for you. So, Curtis, how's it going, dude? Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. We should catch up. That's all for now. I got a date to go on.
Let's get bearded.
That's right. All right, everybody.
I appreciate you, Tillman. Thank you very much.
Likewise. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you taking the time. I hope this crushes it for everybody that's involved. Should be fun.
All right.